I've learned I have a gift to share with the world. From now on, there'll be a new Barnard Gumble. Hardworking, clean, and sober. Ah! Just hook it to my veins!
Hey everybody and welcome to Time for Reviews. Today we're doing some more Hong Kong content. This time it's going to be a competition entry / review for Fanatical Dragon's competition win for Spooky Encounters Sammo Hung film, which is coming out on the 21st of June in only a couple of weeks now, and he's very generously giving away a brand new sealed copy to any lucky winner that enters his competition, and I figured I'll put my hat in the ring and see what happens. I wanted to do a video with you, good opportunity to kind of, support the channel, to kind of give him a shout out, and also kind of talk about a film which I really like from Sammo Hung's kind of career, one of my favourite Sammo Hung so far, this entire lineup. Fanatical Dragon's on channel is really fantastic. If you haven't seen his channel yet, please go and check it out. There's a link in the description below. He does a lot of Hong Kong content, much like myself and much like this ever-growing community. There are so many great people doing some great videos right now, and I'm overwhelmed by how many good content it is. His channel is really awesome. I really love his introduction style, kind of with music and the kind of pictures and stuff. Quite simple, but really like fast-paced, really well done. His opinions are really on point. He's really pumping out a lot of videos recently. It's hard to keep up. Slow down, my friend, at the moment, because there's so much on the backlog that I need to watch of his to kind of, see what his thoughts and opinions are, kind of thing. But he's really like diving into his 88 collection. He's really diving into a lot of his opinions on kind of like the Sammo Hung, Jackie Chan films, and he's really killing it at the moment. So just keep doing what you're doing, man. Please go and support the channel, Fanatical Dragon. Go and support the channel. Go and enter the competition. It's a bit of fun. Who knows, you might win something. And today, my number one Sammo Hung film, which I think is the question that's asked, what is your favourite Sammo Hung film, is an obvious one. It is, of course, Eastern Condors, which is part of this little nice triple box set from Eureka, which is, there you go, so it's the one there, and you've also got the other two on the side. But yeah, Eastern Condors is number one, and it's number one for Sammo Hung as a director, and it's number one as a film, and it's number one for just Sammo Hung as a main lead star. I think this one was going to be talked about to death, so I'm going to keep this relatively short to some extent. Let's dive into the nasty, vicious world of Eastern Condors. So Eastern Condors released in 1987, directed by Sammo Hung, of course, and this was in the vein of all the Vietnam movies coming out in the America. This is obviously a very inspired, very impactful film from the big movies coming out during that time. Obviously Apocalypse Now, where Rambo movies, Rambo Part 2 I think was massive during that kind of late 80s, mid 80s kind of time, and also kind of backs up that kind of wave of new Hong Kong cinema in a sense. Golden Harvest, doing a big budget Vietnam Hong Kong movie, that's insane. Like there's not many like that kind of thing. I don't think I've seen many to that degree, to that success kind of thing, and giving it to a director that's already proved himself and obviously making that money, but known for doing comedy and kung fu movies, to do like a very serious kind of Vietnam kind of movie. That's really crazy and really ballsy, and that's what I love about Golden Harvest in general, the company, the fact they're just willing to throw money at projects, ideas. They invest in people, invest in direct, they invest in stars kind of thing. Jackie Chan was up to his kind of, peak at this point kind of thing, with obviously doing a Police Story. Operation Condor 2 was around the corner at this point, or maybe just before this. And this is a fantastic kind of year and decade, really, I think, for not just American cinema, but also Hong Kong cinema, because everyone was getting the opportunity to do these big kind of high concept kind of movies, and Eastern Condors is no exception. Eastern Condors is awesome. This is a very accurate box set, because it starts off pretty good. There's some problems with that. I'll get into a review for that another time. There's some issues I have with it, but it's a pretty solid film. Magnificent Butcher is excellent. I think it's a really, really good film, really fun. And then Eastern Condors is like the cherry on top. It is the kind of like, I would describe Eastern Condors as one of those kind of like, ice creams, you've got the bubble gum at the bottom. If you're ever from the UK, you know exactly what I mean. You have the top, it's really nice and cold and refreshing kind of thing, and you work your way down and you get that nice little chewy kind of bubble gum kind of center. Very weird analogy. The storyline follows Sammo Hung and a ragtag team of kind of ex-prisoners, ex-convicts kind of thing, going in basically as a suicide mission to Vietnam to go and do a specific kind of task to take out these kind of bad guys kind of thing. You know, they don't expect to come back, but if they do survive it, they can get that kind of pardon in a sense. It's rather rot in prison, hey look, serve your country, go out there, kind of do what we need you to do, but you're also expendable at the same time. It's kind of a mix between kind of like Dirty Dozen or Rambo in a certain way, but with a bit of Hong Kong magic kind of thrown in to its kind of surroundings, because it's a very serious film. There's, yeah, the opening scene I think is really brutal, the women kind of thing, being, you know, in that kind of, you know, environment, the kind of the scope of it I think is really fantastic. It definitely feels like a Vietnam. It was really dirty and sweaty and just horrible and grimy kind of thing, but the characters are so defined, they're so well done. You get to know every single character so well in the film. The supporting cast that comes in later on with the women and some of the kind of more kind of like untrustworthy characters that you kind of introduced to. It's an all-star cast. It's the best of the best kind of thing, and they all deliver very memorable moments, very memorable characterizations. And then when you get obviously death sequences later on, or sacrifices, or kind of really intense moments, each one of these characters potentially get killed off, and it's really surprising. It's really like gets you on that kind of edge kind of thing. It does exactly what a Vietnam movie, war movie should do. So it's massively successful in that sense of pulling off something like that. High budget, really kind of kick-ass, really violent, kind of ultra-violent film kind of thing. Fantastic action set pieces, not just kind of like, you know, action guns kind of thing, but also a fantastic third act, which I'll get to in a minute. But also, this is a film where Sammo Hung met his wife, and I think that's just so sweet, the fact he did his peak kind of movie, I would say arguably. I met his wife on set kind of thing, and obviously they're still married today, and you know, she's been in movies ever since, this kind of thing. I think it's really sweet as well. Sammo Hung has never looked better in a film. Obviously lost a lot of weight to kind of represent the kind of character and the kind of situation that was going on during that time, you know, because he's always known to be a little bit kind of on the heavier side, but to be honest, that doesn't slow him down. One thing I always say about Sammo Hung is that he can kick some ass. You look at him, you don't think much, and then when you actually get into a fight with him, from the looks of it, he can whip you ass. And Manny of Some Butcher really shows that for the finale fight as well, and other movies. But he looks really good in this film. He looks really skinny, he kind of looks really healthy, and obviously he looks like the part you would expect to play within a Vietnam movie kind of thing. And it's just a terrific film. It's a really well solid made. It's got some nice, appropriate human places, great characterization, great investment for a viewer to get into, and it just keeps on evolving, and escalation, the escalation is incredible throughout this entire film. Eastern Condors finale is absolutely sensational. It is incredible. It is one of the best finales to a Hong Kong movie I think I've ever seen. Next to, I'd say, Operation Condor 2, next to Righting Wrongs, I would say. This is one of the best finales I've ever seen. And to us, the film was already fantastic before this. You know, he had some great work before this in terms of comedy, in terms of action, in terms of just escalation, in terms of ultra violence, and just kind of, you know, it's well directed, it's well starred, it's well performed. It's got some great action kind of thing, but the finale is the cherry on top. It is the bubblegum center of this entire film, and it is absolutely incredible.
Son, you know, once you start, there's no going back.
I know.
This means total commitment. Once you begin the path, there is no leaving the path. Are you sure you're ready for that? I mean, really ready?
I guess so.
Neat.
And surprisingly for the third act, they introduced quite late into the game the main villain of the piece, which is the guy from fucking Dragons Forever. The guy with the suit, the guy with the cigar, the guy with the glasses, you know, the high-flying kicks. I can't remember his name, but he is super fly, super kick-ass. He is in obviously Dragons Forever. He's also in Kung Fu Hustle as well. A fantastic actor, a really fantastic fighter, a really great villain presence. One of the best in probably Hong Kong cinema. And he's in the film and he is chewing up the scenery. He is so fun. He is so insanely typical cartoon bad guy, but he is so kick-ass as well. I love his entire image, his glasses, his suit, his cigar kind of thing, and when he's doing those high-flying kicks one-to-one fight scene, and he's doing that little laugh, it's like, it just kills me. It literally kills me inside. It's so exciting to watch. And that series of fight sequences is absolutely incredible. The entire third act is one of the best finales I think I've ever seen in a Hong Kong cinema movie, and this is definitely up there within like the greats kind of thing for sure. Absolutely love Eastern Condors, for what it delivers as a Vietnam movie, as a Sammo Hung film, not just starred but also kind of directed. It's beautifully shot. It's where he met his wife. He got down, appropriately slimmed down for the role. The characters are amazing. The humor is great. Everything is spot on. You get the right amount of drama, the right amount of comedy. You get the right amount of serious Vietnam movie, but also goes full Hong Kong movie towards the third act of the film. So yeah, Eastern Condors, absolutely fantastic film. One of the best Sammo Hung films I think it's ever made. One of my personal favorite Sammo Hung films. I probably could talk about this film for more long if I really wanted to, but I think everyone's talked about this film so much. There's only so much you can say. It's an incredible film. If you have not seen it, go and check it out, guys. It's incredible. You would absolutely love it. And if you got the box set edition, watch in the order that I did, watch it from kind of the Iron Fisted Monk to Magnificent Butcher to Eastern Condors. It makes for a great evening. It's a really consistent kind of evolution of quality from his very early work to his kind of mid-range work to his top line, peak level, like explosion kind of thing. Really incredible box set, really incredible film as well. Eastern Condors is definitely one of my favourite Sammo Hung films ever. Let's go and check out Fanatical Dragon's competition. Go and enter right now. You go onto the 12, go and enter. So why not? Throw your hat in the ring, support the channel, and get talking, guys. Do some videos, you know, comment down below, create a discussion. I'll see more. So in the meantime, guys, I'm for reviews. Signing out.